Hey guys, everybody, here we are. Hope you can hear me and see me okay, and thank you so much for joining me. Um, just making sure this is all happening. So this is my first live webinar on YouTube. Exciting. I've got to say, yesterday I spent probably about 6 hours learning how to pull all this together and do a landing page and all of that kind of stuff. So thank you to Jessie Reimers and Kat Abinak doing a beautiful social media course with these amazing ladies. And so that certainly pointed me in the right direction, and all good things take time. So that's what I muddled through yesterday. But decided to do my first webinar as a replica, if you like, of an introduction to essential oils workshop. Just hopefully that's going. Hopefully you can see my broadcast. Hope so. Yeah, so I wanted to just give you an online version of what I do when I come and visit your home and talk to you about essential oils, which I am so wildly passionate about. I think we're in a really exciting time with essential oils at the moment. Essential oils have been around for centuries, let's face it. They've been in history forever. And essential oils have gone from, I believe, being that beautiful, nice to smell aroma. You walk into a room, someone's got essential oils in the diffuser and it smells great, or you inhale it and it smells great. But it goes a lot more beyond that now. And I think we're really finally understanding, or more of us are understanding, the absolute therapeutic value of essential oils and what it can do for our body. Because, essentially, our bodies go into stress, whether that's caused by the environment or caused by something going on within our body, and our body goes out of balance. And what these oils do is they help to bring the body back into balance. And of course, when the body is back in balance, when it is back in homeostasis, then it is able to efficiently do its work, and it is able to allow us to maintain our health far more effectively. So that is just, one of the amazing benefits of these essential oils. So in an introduction workshop, what I like to do is I like to talk to the 10 must-have oils that every home should have, that basically covers, all of the systems in the body, moods, hormones, first aid. And so these 10 oils are just absolutely undeniably, and after plenty of research over the years, doTERRA has really come up with these 10 oils as being absolute must-have, and they really are fantastic because there's lots you can do with them. You can blend them and come up with different solutions for the oils as well. So I'm going to talk about these 10 oils in the workshop, and so that is essentially our home essentials kit, and that is what I talk about in an introduction workshop. We have so many oils. It's like, my God, our products are just extensive, and we have supplements, and we have shampoo and conditioner and toothpaste and hand wash and all these wonderful things. But essentially, if I was to talk about everything in the one workshop, in the first workshop, it'd be like, overwhelmed. Even though the 10, just for what we talk about in the 10 oils, there's lots to cover. So that's what we're going to be covering. What I do in a workshop is I give you a bit of paper and I ask you to note down as we're talking, and you may want to do this as you're watching this webinar. When I talk about the different oils and the kinds of situations or issues that they help people with, you may want to note down someone that you really care about, that you feel could benefit from that. So if we're talking about, for example, sleep issues, and you know of someone that has terrible trouble sleeping, and I talk about lavender, and you might want to note down lavender for that person. So it's nice to have people in mind. So we're thinking not only of how ourselves can benefit from the oils, but how other people that we care about can benefit too, because certainly everyone can. I talk about this little form here, and this is it's a bit of a class outline, kind of keeps me on track in my workshops, because I do tend to get a bit passionate and go off tangent, so it keeps me on track, and talks about what are essential oils, the benefits, how they work their way through our body, how to use them, and the loyalty reward program that we have on offer as well. Because basically there's enrollment kits that help you save lots and lots of money, and so I talk about those options too. And there's an enrollment kit for every budget as well. And then we have a price list that I give out to everybody, and you can see like that's like so many products that we have. It's amazing. And on the back we have all the kits that you can purchase, as I said, one for every budget. So there we go. So that's what I normally refer to in the workshop, and I give those to everybody. So let's get started. I'm going to have a bit of a inhale of Mr. Joy Bubbles, which is wild orange. Oh, he's just beautiful. Now, he is not actually in our Home Essentials kit, but I like to start with him because he just fills our heart with joy. And it gives me an opportunity to provide you with a good explanation of what is an essential oil. You know, essential oils are basically pure extracts from plants. They're 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. And if you think about the skin of an orange growing on the tree, that skin is there to protect the orange. It's like the orange's immune system, if you like. It protects the orange from the environment, from pests, and helps to keep that orange healthy. So we extract the compounds from the orange, and we basically put it in a little bottle like this and label it. And so that's what it is. It's like the protection, the immune system of that plant in a bottle, working on our immune system. Nature nurtures nature. It's kind of how it works. It's really that simple, you know, bringing our body back into balance so our cells, our body, our hormones can all do the job they're supposed to do. Yeah. So, and he just, it kind of, you know, nothing brings you faster down memory lane than tapping into the olfactory senses. Just anchors you back into a feeling, into a place, into a memory. And that is certainly part of how these oils work. You know, they anchor you back into that place. And so, you know, when I smell wild orange and I feel uplifted and I feel joyous, I know that every time I reach for this bottle, I anchor myself back to that feeling. And that's how I feel. Joyous, happy, uplifted. So wild orange is also great to pop in bliss balls. I make some beautiful bliss balls with dates and almonds and cacao and coconut oil and cranberries and what else do I use? And wild orange. I also make some with peppermint as well. So we'll move on to peppermint. Now, as I go through, I'm not going to talk about every single benefit or use of all of these oils because I would be here all night. So I'm going to try and keep it succinct and just talk about a few of the benefits. Yeah, so with peppermint, let's have a little smell. Did you notice what just happened to my chest then? It just opens up your airways. Peppermint is the oil of the buoyant heart. So feel your heart space open when you inhale peppermint. My spine grows long. I'm awake, I'm alive. So he's great for energy. You know, waking up in the morning, you know, and you're all sleepy and getting out of bed, reach for the peppermint. Bit of an inhale, woo, you're awake, ready to start your day. So he's great, you know, afternoon slumps and you need a bit of motivation. He's great to spray on your body as a spritzer with some water in a little spray bottle after you've been out in the sun. He cools you down. He is wonderful to pop underneath your feet before you go to the gym again for that extra energy and motivation. I've had to recently spray some peppermint and water in my son's sneakers because, my God, he's got like totally stinky teenage boy feet. So yeah, lots of uses for peppermint, and yeah, beautiful in the bliss balls, as I mentioned. What do we go to next? We'll move on to lavender. Beautiful lavender. Do you remember, do you have a memory of lavender when you were a kid? You know, I think about lavender as, in the potpourri, or in those little lavender bags you used to put in your drawers, or, the spray of lavender for the toilet. Just that real kind of cheap smell. This is not cheap. These are such beautiful, pure oils. And, we have to be really careful with these oils because they are so pure, and so safety is absolute paramount. So, with these oils, dilution is key. It's very, very important. And I'll talk about some dilution ratios. And there's lots of ways that we can use these oils, which I'll talk about in a moment. Basically, they take 22 seconds to reach the brain, 2 minutes to be found in the bloodstream, and 20 minutes to affect every cell in the body. Powerful, and powerful. So lavender, I put a drop of this on my pillow every night, myself and my husband, Peter, and this is beautiful for skin as well. You can put it with your creams and with your carrier oils, any type of oil over your body. Beautiful for the skin. So peaceful and relaxing, nice and calming. Also beautiful for inflammation. My 12-year-old last night decided, when I was asleep and he had a friend over, that would be a great idea to go and pierce his own ear. So he got a little thumbtack. Oh my God, yeah, thumbtack. Pierced his ear and showed me this morning. He borrowed one of my earrings and had my earring in his ear. Anyway, so I've been bathing it in lavender and also tea tree, which I'll talk about in a moment, because tea tree just helps to fight any kind of infection and whatnot as well. I've also put a little bit of oregano with that as well for the same reason. But lavender's great for inflammation, so that'll be keeping on dosing on his ear because it's kind of, the lobe is kind of blowing up a little bit. Just thought I'd share that. And yeah, look, just beautiful for the skin. Psoriasis, eczema, things like that, fantastic. Lemon. So lemon, I put a drop of lemon in my water. I use lemon in my cleaning products. So I don't buy cleaning products from the supermarket at all anymore. I make my own. So I have a big glass spray bottle. My kitchen bench top, I just have lemon and water. There's a few things you could do there. On Guard as well, our immunity blend would be nice in that too. But I just keep it nice and simple. I love my lemon. Lemon's detoxifying for the body, but also, cleansing for outside the body as well, and beautiful focus as well. So putting lemon in the diffuser. Here's my diffuser over here, which actually comes in the Home Essentials kit. So lemon is beautiful to place in the diffuser for focus, which my kids need plenty of during school time, during the school term. Not so focused at the moment because it's school holidays. What do we go to next? I think we'll go to, well, actually, I will go to tea tree because I started to talk about tea tree. Actually, before I do that, I do tend to jump around a little bit in a workshop. Lucky I've got my little class outline beside me. So I'll just talk about how we use the oils, because there are 3 ways that you can use the oils. So the first of which, you can use them aromatically. So that could be a inhalation using the diffuser. Okay, so you'll find that the molecules are released into the air. They interact with the olfactory nerves and with the limbic system in the brain, which affects the blood pressure and the heart, breathing, memory, stress levels, emotions. So having a diffuser going is just amazing, and a great way to get the benefits of the oils. And in fact, this is how powerful a diffuser is. I had a friend come over this afternoon, and she is a doTERRA user, and she had a severe tummy upset. What did she say it was? I can't remember the condition, but she has a condition. And anyway, a huge stomach upset, which would normally take her about 12 hours to get over. She put some Digest-Zen, which I'll talk about in a moment, which helps with digestive issues. She put some in the diffuser. and bingo, she was better. Amazing. So diffusers are pretty powerful. Don't think if it's there and it's not on your body that you're getting any less effect. You're not. So that's only just one way that you can use them. The second way is topically. So you can actually make your own blends and dilute it with carrier oil. When I talk about carrier oil, I mean, you know, coconut oil, such as our fractionated coconut oil, which is liquefied, or olive oil or macadamia oil, almond oil, any of those kind of things, anything that you feel comfortable using on your skin. So you can use it like your own, you know, pure fume. You can place it on your wrists, under your feet is a great place because we have so many sensors underneath our, so many nerves, sorry, underneath our feet. Yeah, so using it topically is a beautiful way to do it. And I actually aromatically dress my body every single day, which I'll talk to you about at the end of some webinar. Using it internally, some of the oils, not all, some of the oils are safe to use internally. And that may mean, you know, putting a drop, you know, in a veggie cap, or it might mean putting a drop in water and taking it internally. Frankincense can be taken a drop or two under the tongue. So, yeah, anything like that. So I'll come back to the tea tree. Okay. How do we use tea tree? Well, I'm using it on my son's ear at the moment because it's great for infections and anything to do with the skin. He's great for acne, for cold sores, scrapes, cuts, bruises, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what we use our tea tree for. And just to kind of clear the air aromatically, you know, if you want to kind of shift some energy in the room, then tea tree is the one to use. Kind of clears away any parasitic influences if you're into that metaphysical side of things, you know, which I certainly am. Okay, so let's have a look. Digest Zen. I did start to speak about Digest Zen before. So if I have a little smell of Digest Zen, it reminds me of the good old days, the party days of Zambuca. So he is wonderful for tummy upsets, as I said, aromatically placing some diluted onto your hand and rubbing your belly in a clockwise direction will help with any tummy upsets, cramping. You've stuffed yourself, you've had a really big lunch, anything like that. So that's Digest Zen. And go to oregano now. Oregano, I use a drop of oregano in my spaghetti sauce and it's goddamn amazing. Any more than a drop would probably be too much. One drop is just perfect and enough. He's really potent. Don't touch the skin directly with oregano. Really dilute him heavily. He's like bringing the ninja. Like if you're battling infection or anything like that, he is absolutely what I use. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to get more comfortable. That's better. Okay. So my husband suffers from sinus. I often make him blends of things like lemon, tea tree, oregano, On Guard, and that'll really like get to his sinus and get rid of it really, really quickly. We've constantly got a little roller bottle which I make my own blends in, and that's like our little first aid kit. You know, that's what we use these days. We don't use tablets or anything, you know, Panadols or anything like that. We just don't need to. Actually, speaking of that, just coming back to lavender and peppermint, great for headaches. My son suffers migraines, lavender, peppermint, and a diffuser, making a little blend under his feet, a little bit on the temples. Perfect. Okay, so, and look, just to, let's have a little, just stopping with the oils there for the moment. So let's have a little talk about, you know, well, who is doTERRA? Well, you know, doTERRA is a company that I absolutely am so proud to say that I 100% stand behind. You know, they're based in Utah, but we source our oils from over 45 countries around the world. And it's quite extensive, and we go to where the oils are, you know, organically sourced from, and these places are quite honestly sometimes like third world countries. And so what we do is rather than go in there and ask the farmers to step aside and we come in as this big corporation and take over. We work really closely with the communities to make sure that we are giving back to them as they are helping us and harvesting the plants to allow us to receive the oils. There is no fillers, synthetics, fragrances, anything. These are the highest certified therapeutic grade. And so we do actually third-party test our oils to make sure they are the highest standard. And if they are not, then they simply get rejected. It's as simple as that. We give back a lot in the world. So we give back, as I said, to the communities where we source our oils from. And that's really, really important for us. And our wellness advocates, people like myself, and I haven't had the opportunity yet, hopefully I will very soon one day, have the opportunity to actually go to these communities and give back and help where I can. That's certainly part of the reason why I'm involved in doTERRA, so I can start to give back. So I know that every time I purchase an oil, I'm supporting communities in need. And of course, we also have, just getting comfortable again. And so we also have organisations, charities that we help as well. So Underground Railroad, young women in sex slavery. So we support the help of those women to free themselves from those situations. I'm just trying to think what else. And then I think what's really important for me is that I'm becoming more conscious as a consumer. And I think that's, as I get older and I see what's going on in the world and I see, people's attitudes and environment and all the things that go on, it becomes increasingly important to me to be conscious about my choices in life. And I know that now I'm actually able to use all of the skills that I've developed in my life and, merge that into working for or supporting and sharing for this company that is just so passionate about giving back to the world. And in fact, next year, doTERRA is opening a whole series of integrative health centres in the US where people can actually go to these health centres and be treated with essential oils, chiropractic, acupuncture, all the alternative stuff as a complement to traditional medicine. But we are really trying to open people's eyes to these natural alternatives, which is just so amazing. And of course, that just won't stay in the US. That'll go global. That's certainly the aim. So oils. We've got lavender coming from Bulgaria, lemon from Sicily, peppermint from Washington State, tea tree and eucalyptus from Australia, frankincense from Somalia. So wintergreen from Nepal, vetiver from Haiti. We're really sourcing these oils everywhere. It's amazing. It's so fantastic to be part of. Opens my heart. So I'm going to move on now to more talk about the oils. And this one I'm smelling now is On Guard. On Guard. And that's exactly what he does. He is like a fighter to get rid of all the nasties, colds and flus and illness. And he kind of just keeps us well. So I always say to everyone, use him every day. Diffuse, rub underneath the soles of your feet. Just keep him around you every day. Inhale, pop a little bit on the palms of your hands. Inhale. Great to have around the kids because let's face it, when they go to school, they pick up so much stuff. And I have to say that my family have not once been ill with any of the staff that has gone around in Queensland this season. There's been over 70,000 colds and flu cases, and we have not been one of those statistics because we are just oiled up, baby, every day. So that's pretty cool. You can keep him in your cleaning products as well, and that just helps to keep your environment free of germs as well. So that's great. This is beautiful. I love Easy Air. Oh, Easy Air is just beautiful. It's like nature's Vicks. So get rid of the Vicks Vapor Rub, dilute him, rub him on your chest. And just feel your airways start to open. So beautiful for respiratory issues. Any coughs, rub some on your throat. He's just beautiful in the diffuser. Easy Air and lavender in the diffuser at night is a beautiful blend to go to sleep. So it keeps your airways nice and open and of course, nice and calming with the lavender. So, yeah, look, he's beautiful. He's just got so many beautiful oils in him, like melaleuca, the tea tree, eucalyptus, cinnamon, peppermint, lemon. Oh, he's just beautiful. I love Easy Air. He's just a must for everybody because I think we all suffer sniffles at times, or maybe there's a tightness in your chest even caused from anxiety. You know, we talk about all these physical symptoms, but, you know, these oils are very much about mood management as well. So, you know, when we feel that tightness in our chest caused by anxiety, reaching for the Easy Air is a beautiful option. Um, I'll move on to Ice Blue. So if you are managing kids who play lots of sport, or you play sport, getting sore muscles, maybe sore feet, maybe you're on your feet all day at work, the Ice Blue is amazing. It, you know, it contains an oil called wintergreen, which we source from Nepal, and wintergreen is the oil of surrender, and he surrenders your muscle, it relaxes your muscles. So beautiful to apply under your feet when your feet are sore. I like to add a little drop of my Ice Blue. Oh, inhale a few times. Oh, nice and awake now. So, and then I rub the rest on my shoulders. So I'm on my laptop a lot during the day. And so this gives me a nice little release. Beautiful. I'm done. He also comes in a rub as well, like a cream. So you can imagine like your deep heat. This is kind of nature's version of deep heat. So the rub is fantastic too, which my kids love to use that. What else am I going to talk about before I go here? No, I think I'll just go here. Okay, so we're going to finish the 10 oils with Frankie. I've saved the best for last. This is frankincense. Now, I kind of go a little quiet when I connect with frankincense because he commands that. He is ancient, he is earthy, and everything all of those oils I just spoke about do, he does. He just does it all. He is amazing blended with anything and everything. He is beautiful for the skin. He is beautiful, has anti-aging properties. He is beautiful for stress relief. He fights anxiety. He fights inflammation in the body. I did a massage on a friend today, and I layered Ice Blue, frankincense, lavender through her massage to really release that tension and to relax her body and reduce the inflammation. Um, and um, do your research on frankincense. He is the only oil that penetrates the blood-brain barrier. So I'll encourage you to do your research on what that means for autism, Alzheimer's, cancer. Yeah, and see what you discover there. He's pretty amazing. He really commands respect, frankincense. You can't be without this little baby. So at this point of a workshop, what I normally do is we have a bit of an interactive opportunity. So we now talk about aromatic dressing. And what I introduce people to is this idea that every day after your shower, rather than lather yourself up in just, you know, maybe your normal moisturizer and your perfumes and all of that kind of stuff, grab a little bowl and you get your carrier oil, whatever that is. It may be the fractionated coconut oil or whatever oil, or cream, unscented cream, and you place some in a bowl. And roughly the ratio to do kind of your whole body, although my kind of 10, I use about 10 ml of this, and that kind of suits myself and my husband because we both use the aromatic dressing. So I kind of make it up, and before we go in the shower, and then we have our showers, and then we each use this. So I use the fractionated coconut oil, and here's my husband now. I'm just talking about the aromatic dressing, babe.
Aromatic dressing?
Yes. So Pete does the aromatic dressing as well. So, yeah, so I get about 10 mils of this, pop it in the bowl, and then to 10 mils, there's 5 drops of essential oil. So I kind of mix it and I choose how I want to feel that day, whether I want some uplift with citrus or whether I want some calm, some balance, some grounding, whatever it is. But a nice mix just to use from the Home Essentials kit is a drop of frankincense. See, babe?
Yeah.
A drop of frankincense, 2 drops of lavender, and 2 drops of wild orange. I know, actually, I said the Home Essentials kit, but he's not in the Home Essentials kit, but you've got to have him anyway. But that's a really nice aromatic dressing. And then I mix it all up. And then what I do, it's kind of this little act of self-love, you know, because so often, particularly as women, you know, if you're a woman watching, we can feel a little bit crappy about our body, particularly as we're getting older. You know, we're not like we used to be. So this is a chance for us to just accept who we are. So I get some dressing and I start down the base of my legs, and I lather and I lather and I say, oh, I love your legs. Good on your legs. Thank you for supporting me. And then I get some more, and then I rub my belly. I really get into my belly and I go, thank you, belly. Oh, you know, feel that belly. And I feel those little bit of a roll. That's okay because I love it. And then I get some more and I do my butt. Yeah, on your butt. Good on your butt. Oh, I've got a great butt, you know. Just accept and just love. Just practice self-love because we are so hard on ourselves, aren't we? So let that go. Okay, get some more oil and we rub and we lather and we go under the armpits into the lymph nodes. Do you know I don't actually use deodorant anymore? doTERRA roll-on deodorant. I sometimes use it. I mainly just dress. I just use my oils. So good. And because I've reduced the toxicity in my body, I don't actually, I don't stink. I don't think I do, but I don't stink. Anyway, so you continue on. You do your lower back, and you're ready to go. Pure fume, not perfume. Pure fume. That's actually good for you. That is non-toxic. How good's that? So that's our aromatic dressing. It's a pretty beautiful practice actually. So what else? Okay, so oils that we've talked about in the Home Essentials kit. That kit comes with this diffuser as well, and I might just bring this over. I'm going to stop it. Okay, so I'll just show you. I'll take the lid off. In here, you can see there's a little red nodule there. You just fill it with water to the red nodule, and then I add a couple of drops of oil, and you can blend, you know, whatever oils you want to blend together, or just your own, or just one particular oil, whatever you're choosing to work with. And then I place the lid on top. This does not get hot, because if it was heating, it would actually reduce the therapeutic value of the oil. It has a timer. You've got 1, 2, or 4 hours. And then it has a light. You can put the light on, light off, whatever you choose to do. So it's a great handy little diffuser, and that comes in the Home Essentials kit. So at this point of the class, what I now do is refer people to the enrollment kits. So there's basically one for every budget. So you've got these 10 oils. So there's a Home Essentials kit here, and that's $330. And within that comes 9 oils that are 15 mils. That's 250 drops in each of those bottles, and one oil which is the ice blue, which is a 5 mil. That's about 80 drops, and then the diffuser. So all of that you get for $330. It's actually a saving of around about, I think it's about $200 to get that kit, because it actually waives the enrollment fee of $35. Frankincense, so you know, he retails for $114 and he's in the kit. So, and you're getting another 9 oils and a diffuser. So it is pretty high value. And these are absolutely a beautiful place to start when you're starting to be introduced to the oily world. So option one is you can pay $35 as an enrollment fee, and then you get anything else that you like. You can grab a couple of oils to start, or a diffuser and an oil, or whatever the case may be. So, and by all means, that's a great place to start if you wish to. $5. The enrollment fee really covers your access to all of the education and support that myself and my team provide, and we're pretty extensive on that. We're pretty committed, so you'll get lots. However, the far more intelligent way to start, of course, is the Home Essentials kit or any of the enrollment kits. But we have something for every budget, so that's no stress. Now, we also have a wonderful loyalty reward program as well, the loyalty reward program. It is non-obligatory, and so that's really important to know, because a lot of times, you know, you have to go on that auto ship, and you know, you have to have a minimum spend every month. You don't have to do anything. We incentivize you to have a regular order, absolutely, you know, but you don't have to. You can choose to cancel it at any time. You have full control over your order, when it ships, you know, how much you want to spend, what you want to spend it on, all of that sort of stuff. And then we have this wonderful program. So if you do want to order regularly, so for the first 3 months when you order, you'll get 10% back in product credits into your account. And then that will go up every 3 months. So by the time you've hit around 13 months, you're potentially getting 30% credits into your back office, plus your 25% off retail, being that you're on wholesale prices. That's just bloody huge. So that's amazing. Yeah, so a very, very generous program should you wish to participate. And finally, there are 3 ways in which you can live doTERRA. So the first way is you can be one of the I think it's around 18,000 people that are on our team, which is about 80% of our team, that are raving fans. They just love the oils. They use the oils. They're our wonderful, loyal customers. The second way you can live doTERRA is you can be what we call a sharer, and that kind of happens organically. It's just a matter of you're using the oils, you're loving them, you're raving about them, and you start telling your friends and family about the oils. And then if you do that, you have the opportunity to be rewarded for that and get your oils for free, and perhaps even earn a little bit of money on the side, which is brilliant. So not only are you helping yourself, but you're helping other people as well, which is pretty special. So the third option is to be like me, a crazy oil lady who loves the oils, who is building a fully fledged business, sharing oils. And so this is for people who want to replace or multiply their income. And we're always looking for teachers. And I am always looking for people to join me on my oily journey. And I offer that opportunity to give you my full support and mentoring, and to be part of an amazing team that is so committed to uplifting others. It's just phenomenal. I've never been part of anything like it. So such a supportive team, such supportive training. It makes it pretty easy to just be so passionate too, being around such passionate people. Yeah, so that is about it. So we've spoken about the Home Essentials kit. It is a great way to start, and certainly not the only way, but an awesome way to start. As I mentioned at the beginning, there are so many oils that we can discuss, and in future webinars, I'll identify certain oils and we'll talk about those individually. And in future webinars, I'll also talk about some real emotional uses of these oils too, because that's pretty important. And I use a lot. I refer to this book a lot, the Emotions and Essential Oils book, And I find I just kind of I go to a page and it kind of tells me what I need to work with. So I've actually gone to lemongrass. I've just clicked on that. So okay, just reading about this. So it's asking me to let go of limiting beliefs, toxic energies, any negativity. I need to cleanse some energy around me, um, letting go of any past issues. Okay, so I need a bit of cleansing at the moment. So that's interesting. So that identifies where I need to work. So I love this kind of stuff. So we can do a whole webinar on that kind of stuff another time. So essentially, that is it for our introduction workshop. So if you cannot wait to get these oils into your life, of course, then you can reach out to me. So you can sign yourself up, which is amazing. It's just so easy. So you can go to my website, www.mydoterra.com/Melissa Churcher, MELISSACHURCHER, and you just click join and save and just select Wellness Advocate, and away you go. Just follow all the prompts, directions, and whatnot, and you can enroll yourself. Um, or otherwise, you can find me on Facebook at Essentially Lissy, or on Instagram at essentially.liss, and you can contact me that way, and I would be more than happy to help you and address your needs. So thank you for joining me. I've got these little beautiful little cards. I use these every day, and I just get a little message. I just do a little rummage around. I get a little message, a little thought for the day. So I'm just going to draw one tonight, maybe just to leave us all with a message from this webinar, from the cards. Okay, and I've got a green one. Green one. So I've got the touch card, which is really interesting because as I mentioned, I did a massage for a friend today. So this is all about touch, and maybe, we were just spoken about aromatically dressing. So maybe this is a chance for us to just remind ourselves that it's okay to touch and connect with our bodies. And maybe maybe this is also about touching and connecting with other people as well. Reach out, touch, connect. Beautiful, huh? So if you'd like to reach out, touch, connect with me, you now know where to reach me. Thanks very much, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy your evening. See you soon.